Welcome to Kern 9000's Horror House.
Okay, so I'm once again back to talk about Elm Street, but in this instance I'm talking about Freddy vs. Jason, a 2003 American slasher film directed by Ronnie Yu. And the film is a crossover between the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise and the Friday the 13th franchise. It is the 8th Nightmare on Elm Street film, and it's the 11th Friday the 13th film. And it basically pushes these two characters into a shared universe, pitting them against each other. Freddy basically manipulates Jason into coming back to life and attacking the residents of Springwood in order to get them scared, because Freddy feeds off their fear. When I've talked about Freddy in previous reviews, I've talked about which kind of Freddy we're getting here. Is it the darker Freddy, or is it the Freddy who loves bad humour and puns almost as much as he loves killing? And we are definitely getting the sillier Freddy here, with Englund's deliveries of Freddy's one-liners and little bits of wit. And once again we have Robert Englund, in fact for the last time here, playing Freddy Krueger. And it looks like he is having the time of his life, hamming it up, really throwing his energy into it. Now, I have to say that unfortunately I don't think Jason comes across quite as well in this film as he should. And that is probably because they got a new guy in to play him, and I would have much rather have seen it be Kane Hodder. No offence to the new guy, he does a decent job, but it's just that Kane Hodder had that very essence of Jason. The very way he walked, his movements down to a subtle art form. It was like the guy was speaking in his every motion. The guy just lived and breathed Jason, and it's like it unbalances this film. You're getting prime, perfect Robert Englund Freddy with an imitator Jason. Don't get me wrong, the film is full of frights, humour, blood, surprises, great dialogue, and I think it's pretty much constantly entertaining. It's just that it's a good film, and I think with better attention to detail and with Kane Hodder, it could have been an absolute standout classic. The thing is, they forget little things, like they make Jason scared of water, yet the guy walked under the water for miles with no worry about it at all in previous entries. But it just seemed like they wanted to make things polar opposite, making Freddy super scared of fire, which, you know, the guy burned to death, so that doesn't seem that strange. But it's like they want to make Jason scared of water to be his polar opposite. They cast Robert Englund as Freddy and then went for the tallest possible Jason they could get to sort of have a small guy and a big guy. It just feels like they've done some stuff for weird reasons when they probably should have listened to the fan base a bit more and stuck to the core material a little bit more loyally. But all in all, if you want to see two of the 80s greatest horror icons battle it out on screen, you could do a lot worse than this. I just wish that it had led to more of these sort of V-style films, because back in the old days you used to get all kinds of Dracula vs the Wolfman, Frankenstein versus Dracula, and I think this could have been the start of something, and we've not really seen much happen since, other than in comic books. Okay, that's Kerr 9000 signing off, saying keep on watching those scary movies, boys and ghouls.